All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting week of OMEC. There's no the whole 5-minute timer is a farce this week. A little late to the paddock. I had to get this iRacing updated. Kevin Hayes giving the driver's briefing right now. We're back for OMEC Season 13, the final race, week number 8 at Interlagos. You can see some of these cars. We're trying to get through the 30-minute qualifying that we are at the tail end of. We're in Interlagos. I think I already said this. It was supposed to be a rainy end of the season. That's supposed to say Sao Paulo, but the A has, I believe, an accent. What I want to say is, what is grave in Francaise, but same, going away from the letter as you go left to right. But it apparently doesn't track on this text back. So Sao Paulo, we're in Brazil for the finale of this race. Interlagos, one of my favorite tracks on iRacing. For me personally. Speaking of me, I'm Fettuccini. I don't know if I said that like I usually do. And we are here, 90 minutes of endurance racing after this 30-minute qualifying. We're seeing the tail end of that. Driver's briefing underway. I already spoke about that. Real quick, can I talk about points? Well, we have a few minutes here. Actually, real quick, I want to take you on a lap. Who's flying around this track right now that I can go hang out with for a brief moment? Oh, perfect. Landon Orr is on a hot, or maybe on a hot lap. We'll see if he does another one here. If he does, it'll be a great opportunity here. This is what a lap looks like in the GT3s. You're diving down into turn number 1. The Senna S's, as they are more frequently known in Sao Paulo for Interlagos. It's a awkward and fun set of corners. You're basically on the power in that apex of the second corner, really, and then powering out down here this straight. We go into turns 4 and 5, a fun off-camber bit of pair of left-handers with differing radii, but you're mostly powering your way through it. On the opening laps, you might lift a little bit as the tires come into temperature, but once they're up to speed, you are putting the power down into the very fun, very technical second sector. Decreasing radius, right-hander, followed by just a switchback of right hairpin, left hairpin, right hairpin. You had an open in the one of those three words for, I believe, the middle, that left hairpin that we just went through right there with Lando Norris. Though, I bet he was wishing that was there. And then you get into this fun sector, turn 11 right here that we're on right now. So easy to be a little overconfident in the driving, especially on the cold tires, or in one where you just put a little bit too much throttle down and the car will just slip away from you, either oversteering and over-rotating or understeering and sliding off. It's so easy to do. And then you power out that 90-degree left-hander, the last real corner that you have to brake for on the circuit before you come powering down the far start finish stretch. Nice winding one through the stadium section, as they call it. Quick lap, but it is done and dusted. 1 minute and 34 seconds are most of them. Thank you for giving me one good lap, Landon, for that one there. As we kick off our racing festivities tonight, we have points to talk about very briefly. Well, I have a couple of minutes time, 5 of them to be specific. So we're going to try to see how quick we can burn through all of those. And there we have it. Oh, nope. Come back. Let's see here. I have one thing I wanted to do. Where'd it go? There we go. All right. Points for this week as we round out the season in the GT3 Pro division. Nicholas Maynard is going to be topping off that points chart with a 606. Pretty securely, about 14 points ahead of Nick Terrell, who's going to be in second there. And then Nick Terrell going to be battling it out with Nathan Sides, for that bottom step of the podium. Only 10 points separate those two. I think with the drop rounds, there might be a little bit of a fight there, but I get the feeling it's going to be one that's going to be hard to do. However, battle for the top 5, Kevin Hayes and Luc Plaisance, trying to figure out where they want to be relative to each other. I don't think I see Luc Plaisance out tonight. Interlagos, I think one of the lesser well-driven tracks, and one that often people use will use for a drop week because it was also supposed to rain, which did end up happening. Throughout this field as well, you have various battles going on. Matthew Markley, going to be working his way through, as joining me in the booth, as he has done for most of this season. Marcus Osborne, welcome to the broadcast.
Fettuccini, how are you?
Doing good. Giving people a quick rundown of points standings in the last few minutes. before we get started with our 90-minute race here in just a couple of minutes' time. So I get you a production feed of sorts. There we go.
Perfect.
So we talk about the GT3 Pro division. The GT3 AMs are up next, even though technically above our pro drivers. Tom Leeson leading off that charge pretty well and good, finding himself with 516 points, a solid gap ahead of Zachary Holden and Hayden Mamenga. Those two teammates rounding out that podium, just having the most, I feel like I've seen those drivers have some pretty consistent finishes, which make for some interesting points battles here. Wesley Woods, Luke Penley, as well as Adam Dahl around the top 6, with Timothy Schaefer, Daryl Weininger, as well as Landon Orr and DJ McAteer rounding out the top 10 for those drivers. The likes of Alex Holler and many others floating in this GT3 AM field. Big AM field we had this year. People coming in and having a good race or 3 over the course of the season.
Look at me. I almost got some points.
You almost got some points, yeah. That was from your one race at Bathurst, if I'm not mistaken. So, with that, I think that takes us to team standings for a brief moment, with 100 Force now properly calculated to be at where they should be at the top of this order, and Kelvin Collado, as well as Nick Terrell and Mystery Inc., going to be not far behind them, 38 points. There might be, if Kelvin Collado is here, which I don't think he is, but I might be speaking incorrectly. No, he is here. Okay, good, great. There is an opportunity, I think, here for Mystery Inc. to dethrone 100 Force at the lead of this race. If the math, so they both finish, and since Dan Griffin has already burned through, I think, all of his drop rounds, it's very possible.
It's like the IRL Red Bull season last year. They had one driver scoring points,
and
Nick Tyrrell was able to claw his way back.
Yep, that is what is happening here. Project Zoomies is going to be in third there, still holding out ahead of Rolling Chicane for their, I would say, not quite debut season, but one of their first full seasons here with us. It has been a fantastic ride, I think, for Zachary Holden and Hayden Mamenga to end up in 4th in the team championships, all things considered. But they had a bit of a fight over the course of the season with the Dangerously Awful Saucy Racing Geese. That's what I'm going with this week. And then B&B Racing, Landon Orr, Nate Sides rounding out the top 6 there. A heck of a busy race, busy drive for a lot of these individuals as they all pile in for the evening. But let's hop back into the end race. Nighttime fully upon us as we get underway here.
It is fully upon us, but no rain. I don't know what happened there. Everyone's lucky.
I would say everyone's unlucky because they'd have to deal with 8X and rain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're lucky. There's no rain now. Now it's just 8X.
Certainly. Tom Leeson trying to get last lap in, but it did not count. Wesley Woods, one of 4 drivers out on track trying to get a time in. Nate Sides trying to see if he can set a time and trying to beat the buzzer out of these 15 cars that currently find their way home. Why is this? Oh, that's why. There we go. Trying to figure out what happened there. So our timing tower was not quite right, and that was why. He's able to do so. So this is going to be a very interesting one. We're going to have a lot of onboards, I feel like, over the course of this race to make sure everybody understands what's going on is the goal. All right.
Well, luckily, it should be daylight soon.
We said this last time.
We're living in the future.
The last 15 minutes. The last, 10 minutes.
Look at that quality clock. Look at it go. It's going to be morning before you know it. It might be morning before we grid. I don't know.
We'll have to see. What are your thoughts on this season, Marcus, as we get through the final couple drivers wrapping up qualifying?
I wasn't here for a lot of it, but the races I was here for were pretty good. And shout out to the 16 real ones who showed up for the season finale, stuck with us.
All of these
That's
drivers.
about my thoughts.
That's fair.
I'm not a big Interlagos fan.
Why not?
I like it in theory, but I'm really bad at it. I can never get the flow down.
Nate's Sides so close to setting a lap time. Robbed of that experience. And he'll have to settle for being at the tail end of the GT3 Pro and GT3 overall grid, I believe. Him as well as Michael Doyen also beating the buzzer. We'll have to start from the tail end of this. Let's get over to our grid here for these drivers. They are going to be led off by the likes of Nicholas Maynard, once again putting a pole position in a pretty fantastic season for those 100 Force drivers. And then Kevin Hayes, only 4/10 behind, getting a pretty good run as well to stay in second. Patrick Cantrell with a fantastic P3 alongside Kelvin Collado, Nick Terrell's teammate in the Mystery Inc. team for the row number 2. Ken Duvall, who is listed as a GT3M, I think that's correct, finds himself in 5th, a whole second behind Nicholas Maynard. That makes sense. With Tyler Roberts going to be in 6th there. Tom Leeson, Wesley Woods rounding out the 4th row of the grid. Landon Orr and Nick Terrell rounding out the top 10. Nick Terrell, I don't know, had a great qualifying run from the sounds of it. Hayden Mamenga and newcomer Colton Toney going to round out 11th and 12th. With Devin Adams, Zachary Holden, Nate Sides, and Michael Doyen rounding out the 16-car grid, the last 2 of which did not qualify for one reason or another. It's not going to be as busy of a grid as we had in some of these races, but I think it's still going to be a very fun one regardless. What are your thoughts? I know you don't like Interlagos. What's the thoughts on getting a GT3 through 90 minutes of racing here?
You got to be real good at your swoopy corners. That's my technical analysis. You don't have Tony Caicedo in this race. So that's one variable out of the way. The cannonball not there. Is Brody Wallace not here?
Yeah, Brody Wallace is not here. Luke Plaisance is not here. So the battle between Luke Plaisance and Kevin Hayes, I think, will go the way of Kevin Hayes if Kevin Hayes finishes well here.
That's unfortunate. They took each other out every race, but then didn't show up for the last one. This would have been Luke Plaisance's time.
Yeah, Colton Toney in that Checkers or Wreckers GT3 Mercedes. That is a fantastic livery.
It is a fantastic livery. We're still under litigation for the team name, but
gosh, you guys are gonna be in litigation hell. You guys are never gonna be free.
OMEC has some good lawyers, tell you what.
So does Kevin Hayes apparently, but I think they're the same lawyers.
Yeah, same lawyers. We just use different ones.
Same,
kind of a conflict of interest. I'm not sure.
same firm, just different actual individual lawyers.
Yeah.
Huge conflict of interest there, I suppose.
Full pace lap.
Nope, that's a shortened pace lap.
No.
We are coming through the final corner here.
This was the shortened pace lap?
Yeah, they started midway through the second sector.
Oh, it's a very long shortened pace lap. I don't know about that.
I'd say it's no shorter or longer than most other pace laps. We're coming around the start-finish line here, getting ready to drag all 16 of these cars through to the finish line, ideally here in just a few moments' time. Ken Duvall did not grid. I don't see Michael Doyen on track either. So for these 14 cars going to take to the start flag here in just a couple moments' time. And wait for that green flag to drop for all these drivers to go racing. They're all bunched up. The green flag drops pretty early. By comparison, it's going to be a mad dash down to the start-finish line. It's such a wide turn number 1. You see it because of how wide it has to be for Formula 1 as well as the World Endurance Championship here at Interlagos. But it's going to be a busy one as all of these cars come piling down in. One car shuffled out pretty wide there. Colton Toney gets it wrangled up before it becomes a bit of an issue there. Too wide throughout the Senna S's. And otherwise, we are clean and green through the first sector. Everybody's buttoned down for the most part. Landon Orr still going too wide with Hayden Mamenga. With Tyler Roberts. Twin Ferraris looking to battle it out. Tyler Roberts going to go off track there. Same with Hayden Mamenga, who's going to follow him through. Nick Terrell going to take advantage of that just behind these two drivers. Opening couple of corners. Pretty smooth. So
how long will Kevin Hayes make it?
You know, I think the answer is very short or very long. Because where he told me he planned to crash, or where he expected to crash, I wouldn't say planned. Where he expected to crash is going to be right coming up here, trying to go, thinking he can be too confident going through this corner. So it's either going to happen really early or right after the pit cycle is going to be my guess.
He's sending it. He's making the
He
move.
is. He is indeed. Nick Maynard having a pretty wide couple of corners there. Wonder if that was by intention or just a little bit of the car not responding well. Patrick Cantrell going to capitalize on that as well. He's going to slide down from the top of the podium to the bottom of the podium. Oh my gosh. Rest of these drivers saw.
Yeah, what a move. Was not expecting that at all. Both of them get around.
And now, I think the nighttime driving is catching a few drivers out. Because you see Kevin Hayes, now that he doesn't have a car in front of him, almost having the same moment that Nick Maynard is, or did a couple of turns ago. Oh boy, Nick Terrell. Wesley Woods, excuse me. Not Nick Terrell. I was like, that's not the car that's throwing off gravel. 8 sides, up already, many places. Yeah, we're still 14 drivers only. Zachary Holding being the last driver on track there. He's having a fantastic run. This will turn in, I think it'll turn another round into a pretty good drop week for him if he just finishes this race.
I agree. You come here for my excellent technical commentary.
I do indeed.
I'm sitting on board with Nicholas Maynard, and there he finally makes the move on Patrick Cantrell. I don't know if that Lambo it just has to warm up the tires a little more.
I think
Endurance
so.
race, so we're at 0% track usage. So it's going to be a little green out there, a little slippery.
Patrick Cantrell, Nick Maynard, just running too wide through the final sector.
Yeah, Cantrell not giving it up. I think that's going to hurt his exit.
It's going to hurt both of their
Coming out
exits.
that final corner, though.
Yep. And Tom Leeson, got to see if he can't capitalize on it as well.
Yeah, you got some real draft coming up on that final straight for sure.
Yep. You're gonna see. Oh, does Patrick have to look? No, but Tom Leeson does. He goes lunging down on the inside of Patrick Cantrell there. With Kelvin Collado.
Yeah, I was on board Patrick Cantrell and heard him lift coming into turn 1. Leeson takes that opportunity, did not lift. A little side-by-side action there.
Yeah, Kelvin Collado looking to capitalize as well on a pretty slow Patrick Cantrell. And now the two Project Zoomies Ferraris find themselves together. As Patrick has gone from 2nd to 5th in the series of 4 corners.
Yeah, he had a lot of confidence, and it kind of just fell off.
It happens.
You always got to send it. That's the lesson we've learned.
Always send.
Don't lift. Always send.
I suppose
and
that's
will be the man that Kevin Hayes is today.
He did set the fastest lap by over a second to Nicholas Maynard last time. By Nicholas Maynard was battling Patrick Cantrell for that position, though.
He's definitely out there in some clean air, making some progress. Now he just has to hold it together.
I will say the only driver I have noted as being actually off track for an incident more than once at this point is Nicholas Maynard. So he's got to hold together. Oh, Kelvin Collado looking for the move on. You mentioned earlier, but you get such a draft out of that final corner.
And it's such a weird line that you have to go through the pit entry.
Yeah, to really get the most time out of it. But
Yep.
oh no, Tom
Whoa,
Leeson.
that's not what you want to do.
Oh no, Tyler Roberts got to be getting rolled up in that as well.
That's not what you want to do, Tom.
Both those drivers will see those cars get flipped back around. That was definitely not what was intended there. I'm super curious. Was that just a misunderstanding of braking marker? Let's ride on board. See what happened, Tom Leeson here.
You want to hear my technical analysis?
Yeah, give me a technical analysis.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, just bumps into him enough to unsettle the front of that car, and then just tries to get out of the way. And in doing so, clips Tyler Roberts amongst all that, which really breaks up the top 3, each kind of on an island at this point. And while technically faster, Nicholas Maynard did get an off track this most recent time by, which means not the fastest lap, the fastest clean lap of the race. That still belongs to Kevin Hayes, who has a 133.16, only a tenth slower than that fast lap. That is with an off track, I should say.
Yeah, Kevin is up there. We'll see how long he can hold the concentration, because Nicholas Maynard, giving it everything he's got, getting the 1Xs, just trying to keep up.
has the 1Xs, largely sitting about a second behind. It's a pretty
Kevin
shallow.
staying on the inside to break the draft.
Yeah. It's over a second still. I don't know why. You wouldn't get that much of a draft at that point. Man, and Kevin Hayes setting a 132.824, versus the 8648. Which is also another, it's another off track for Nicholas Maynard is what that happened there. I was like, I'm trying to figure out why that still was purple and not the timeline that Nicholas Maynard put in, because that's faster. I'm like, those numbers don't math. But it looks like it was another off track for Nicholas Maynard. You got to be careful. You only get, I believe, 17 X's to work with before you get a drive-through penalty. If I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. I've served many a drive-through penalties around here.
We'll tune back into them in a little bit. Nate Sides looking to see if he can't keep increasing his position in the order. Nick Terrell kind of at the head of all of these drivers. So we got a good... You do kind of got a good gearbox shot. A lot of C drivers.
You don't need to flip back, but Nick Maynard had a very large off track trying to keep up with Kevin Hayes. I've been riding on board with him.
Oh boy, okay.
Only off into the grass, but still kept it. He's still gaining slowly, but he's definitely putting in the work.
Yeah, it definitely looks like he's getting some off tracks in the process. Let's see, this train of cars behind Nick Terrell, all within largely about 2 seconds of each other. In about 3 seconds in total, Hayden Mamenga, the tail end of this train, way back there. Oh man, Kevin Hayes getting a 132.536 versus the 132.687 of Nicholas Maynard. A lunge out of Nate's Sides for the position. That's going to bump into Landon Orr there. Just going to cede the position there. A little bit of argy-bargy, as some individuals in this community would note.
Are they not teammates?
Yeah, they are the B&B Racing teammates. I believe so.
Teammate on teammate violence.
Teammate on teammate.
Only
crime.
at OMEC TV.
Devin Adams. You know, name we haven't seen much of this week or this season.
Shout out to Devin Adams.
Currently riding in 8th overall, 7th in class. Oh, another off track. I think out of Nicholas Maynard there is going to see him drop over and lose about a second in this lap. That's going to be, I think, pretty brutal for that driver to keep on keeping on. Nicholas Maynard, I think, finally might have a race where he is maybe struggling.
Yeah, he's either never raced this that often or the Lambo's not good here.
I think the darkness might be throwing him for a little bit of a loop, because if you look on board, you know, your only real marker is a car 2 seconds up the road. And if you get
That's true.
In the onboard, if you're not 100% on where your braking markers are or your turn-in points are in the dark, it's easy to lose time there. Yeah, over almost a second, not quite a full second, but about a second slower. Still faster than the rest of the field behind him, for the most part.
Yeah, are we sure there isn't someone else driving Kevin Hayes' car?
As far as I know, it is in fact Kevin Hayes driving Kevin Hayes' car.
We're gonna need him to turn on his camera for this meeting.
Taking a look throughout the field. The rest of these drivers all working their way through. Zachary Holden having to serve a slowdown penalty at some point here for, I believe, an off track in the first couple of corners. But he does get that bled away without too much issue. Nate Sides now hounding Nick Terrell. And by extension, Patrick Cantrell, who finds himself back up into 4th. How did that happen? I missed that, talking about the two up at the top.
He's just out there hanging out.
Oh, I understand what happened. Tyler Roberts and Tom Leeson came together, which is how he inherited back into 4th.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway.
Tom Leeson's still paying for it back there.
Well, I mean, he let the whole field slide through. He had to, I think, with trying to rejoin safely. So
that's the only other Lambo on the field, so the Lambo might be bad here. That's our sample size.
That is the other sample size. But I think that other this Lambo, the second Lambo, Tom Leeson, almost ran into Calvin Collado. In fact, I think did make a brief amount of contact, and that was what unsettled the car there. So maybe it's not just bad. It's a brief moment of.
I mean, if it was the McLaren, it might not have spun. That's all I'm saying. Kevin Hayes is out there. He doesn't spin.
He also hasn't run into another driver who was braking in an apex. So
that's true. Kevin Hayes is just thinking when he's gonna move his brake balance back 3% to just completely mess up the car.
Yep.
He's waiting. That's his favorite activity.
Uh-oh.
That's what he said every time he spun.
Yep.
I think literally 3 of the times we've talked to him, he's been like, yeah.
I moved the brake bias back.
The brake balance, yeah.
Fantastic lap out of Wesley Woods, who's still chasing down Devin Adams. Wesley Woods having a pretty fantastic race. Oh, so deep in that braking zone. All right, come back here. Nick Tyrrell looking to make the move on Patrick Cantrell. Nick Tyrrell, excuse me.
I think he should just change it to Tyrrell, honestly.
Well,
it works better for the broadcast.
It makes it really easy. That's why I keep on. That's just the way my brain wants to say it.
Yeah.
I've said it too many times where somebody.
Oh, Devin Adams off on the final corner, letting Wesley Woods get that overtake.
Yeah, you see it there.
Too many Stellas for Devin Adams.
Even faster lap for Kevin Hayes amongst all this battling we're seeing further down in the field as he gets a 132.32
and extends that gap to 2.1 seconds.
Keeps that gap at around 2.1 seconds. Only 4 hundredths faster than Nicholas Maynard's most recent time by. Both those drivers having good laps and bad laps. Keeping that gap around 2 seconds has been a heck of a drive. Do I have a good rear-facing camera for this car? Nope.
Looks like Terrell was not able to get around Cantrell there. And now Sides is right back up on the back of him.
Following these drivers some more.
Nick Tyrrell probably saving fuel.
I would have to imagine. Nick Tyrrell known for the fuel strategy amongst all these drivers. Nate Sides poking a nose out, seeing where he can, keep the mind games going.
Only there was some rain coming in the future.
132.584 versus the 132.309. I have Nick Maynard finally getting a clean lap in to close down that time a little bit. Calvin Collado increasing his pace, but he's going to be slowly caught by these two drivers. This whole pack of 3 drivers behind him. You can see him up at the front there as they all get perilously close.
Sides looking to make the move. Goes for it.
There it is. See if Nick Tyrrell has the over-under, because that was a really wide exit out of Nate Sides. I think the answer is they're going to run too wide throughout this sector.
This track really does invite it. It's just so wide.
It is so wide. It makes for such good racing, but if you keep doing it, it ends up really slowing you down.
It does, but we're here for that.
Wouldn't make for exciting broadcasting if everybody was just constantly not fighting.
Exactly. We don't ever want to have it figured out.
Yeah, it's not the same. All 3 of these drivers setting faster lap times this most recent time by than Calvin Collado, who lost a little ways, and Patrick Cantrell having a slow exit out of that final corner before the start-finish stretch. We see Nate Sides run too wide throughout that and kind of have an inside line going into turn number 1. Nick Tyrrell playing the mind games with the flashers from where he's sitting back behind all 3 of them. Patrick Cantrell is going to have to yield the position to Nate Sides. Who's beginning
Nate Sides on the move. He started from the back, didn't he?
Yeah, because he did not get a lap time in. Yeah. Finds himself up into 4th as a result of this. See if he can't break into that podium position. About a second has been slowly chipped away by Nicholas Maynard at the front of the field off of Kevin Hayes' time. And there's about almost 10-second gap to these cars here that we're seeing, that we're kind of keeping an eye on right behind him.
Does look like he's finally starting to find his groove. See if Kevin can keep it up.
So
I don't know.
He's finding his groove. I think maybe Kevin Hayes is maybe falling out of the groove. Oh, Wesley Woods. Devin Adams going to run too wide. Further on down in the field as Wesley makes that position made. Tyler Roberts is going to be labeled as having a crash. Take a look at that here in a moment. Hayden Mamenga right behind these two drivers, looking to see if he can improve his positioning as well. Hayden Mamenga, Zachary Holden. The interesting part about this, these drivers, by just showing up, get such good results. And such a huge part of racing is sometimes just being there, just showing up. All right. Tyler Roberts has a crash. What happens here? This is the braking marker. We're coming into turn number 4. He just pulls it over.
He's just done.
Parks it. Interesting. What happened to Colton Tony here?
Imagine he also just parks it.
No, I don't think he does. That's a very fast way through that first hairpin of that second sector.
Oh. Keeps it out of the wall.
Yeah.
There we go.
Does a fantastic job. Keeps it out of the wall. Keeps it in the race. Oh, sorry, just before the second sector. And these hairpins is where that happens. So that fast right-hander, I wonder if he just took a little bit too much speed in it, didn't brake enough. And Nate Sides building up a little bit of a gap to Patrick Cantrell as he chases down Kelvin Collado for the bottom.
Not able to get around Kelvin as easily as Patrick.
Why do you think that is?
I feel like it's because they have the same car.
Hmm.
Are they colluding? Do they have the same setups?
They aren't on the same team. I know that much for sure.
Can we randomly pull them in to weigh one of them real quick?
No, nor can you pull in one of them to talk to them about it. Because both are not in chat tonight. Though, I do think
There's a lot of people in party chat.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we should pull in Kevin Hayes. Kevin Hayes, how you doing?
This is not Kevin Hayes.
Yeah, that's Devin Adams.
Kevin, you sound different.
Yes,
How does it feel being in first place?
fantastic,
Oh
actually.
my.
What do you think you're going to do with your brake bias settings this evening?
Probably fuck with him a little bit.
I think that's a good idea. All right, see you later, Kevin Hayes.
You're right.
Kevin Hayes, everyone. He sounded a little different this evening.
Almost sounded like a Devin Adams, but Devin Adams may or may not be in the booth for that. As quickly as the drivers spread out, they slide back together. Landon Orr also rejoining this train of cars, all looking to fight for this position.
Speaking of Landon Orr. Hello.
Hello.
What'd you think about that turn 1 move with your buddy Nate Sides?
So I didn't realize it was Nate. I thought it was Wesley for some reason. I was like, what the hell? And then he got in front of me and I saw he had Bluey on his livery and I was like, oh shit, that's Nate. If I'd known it was Nate, I just would have let him pass.
I was saying, are you guys teammates this year?
Yeah, it was quite the move he made on me. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, no. Yeah, there we go.
Well, you haven't shown up enough.
Yeah.
You're too slow for him now.
No, but I'm the only amateur up here though, thank you very much.
You know what that means?
I know.
Getting promoted.
I know.
Don't be too good.
7th overall.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I have to actually finish my race though. We'll see how this goes.
That's true. That's the problem I have.
Yeah.
What lap
Some
are you betting
jackass
Kevin Hayes
set it up,
spins
the
on?
track conditions are a nightmare, so.
Listen, there's no rain. All right.
Doesn't mean the track conditions can still be a nightmare.
Actually, I'll be honest. Right now they're fine. I thought it'd be a lot darker than it is. but
Yeah,
qualifying was a mess. I'll tell you that.
it's a dry track, all right. I don't know
Yeah,
what else you
happened?
want
I
from
thought we
me.
were supposed to have rain.
We were supposed to have rain. I blame daylight savings.
Oh, is that what happened?
I honestly have no idea.
Day-
I probably
daylight
fucked it up.
savings- Is daylight savings why I forgot to put money in my account again? Why practice didn't go last night?
Exactly.
Ah, there you go.
I
Oh.
hear Mercury may be in retrograde, so it could be causing these things.
Ah, that makes sense.
Uh huh. Oh, okay. Before you go, what lap do you think Kevin Hayes is gonna crash on?
He hasn't crashed yet.
No, he's in first.
If he hasn't crashed yet, it's going to be right at the very end, and he's going to lose his absolute mind. Put his fist through his monitor.
What's a good bet? I think that'll happen.
Yeah, it's honestly it's 50-50 odds of it happening.
All right. Well, good luck.
All right, I'm blowing apexes, so I got to go back.
Goodbye. Land or everyone.
And speaking of Kevin Hayes, this battle's picked up again. Nicholas Maynard finds himself half a second behind Kevin Hayes.
I give Kevin Hayes a lot of shit, but there's no way I would be racing at the front of this race with Nick Maynard chasing me down for 90 minutes. I'd be out lap 5. The pressure would get to me, I would crash, and then it'd all be over.
I'd say, are you just speaking about your Bathurst experience?
Yeah.
Not
Every
to sauce
race
you.
ever experience. No. So if we can just get Kevin Hayes to stop adjusting his car,
Oh,
I
man,
see
both
big
of them
potential
are
in him. Yep.
Yeah. He just needs to leave the setup alone after a certain point. Know it works. Don't try things that don't.
You're not going to magically fix your rotation issues with 3 points of brake balance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for him, though. I want to see him finish a race without crashing. This might be the one.
I think he quoted you as being the problem here for all, because every race that he's been in that you've been commentating on, he's crashed. So
That's true. That's true.
I think it
I'm
was
the bad luck.
2 weeks ago for real life, the last race week that we broadcasted at Suzuka. He was commenting about that, and I was like, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's the curse for him not being in the booth. He did it one season. All of a sudden, he thinks he gets to race again.
I mean, yeah. Heaven forbid it when I want to go back to racing. Michael Boyne asks from chat.
I don't think
it's
he
not,
can.
It's not from me betting on him. I don't think so, Michael Boyne. I'm pretty sure it's just, if anything, it is entirely a skill issue that he can blame on Marcus, but
I haven't bet on him yet.
Yeah.
BetMGM hasn't responded to any of my emails, so.
late Apex there for.
But the second they do.
Well, as long as you let me know what has to be said on the broadcast, I'm more than happy to. What legal obligations we have to fulfill. 2 tenths here. Kevin Hayes, slow exit out of the final corner is what cost him the 3 tenths that separated them prior to this. He's going to go a little bit on the inside, ends up kind of slowly washing back out to the racing line. But these 2 tenths, I think, are going to be a little bit interesting, especially as he's pushing really hard and finds himself off track again. Nicholas Maynard waiting for the line.
Still taking the defensive line, though. Not letting this go easy.
Not at all. Devin Adams going to dive into the pit lanes this time by and retire, I think, for the evening. Our second retirement. First being Tyler Roberts, a couple laps prior, about 5 laps prior. So when is the full? It's a good question. When is the full course yellow?
Yeah, have we done the yellows at all this season?
Black Flag got a Colton Tony there. We did one on the off week. I think we've largely left it alone.
Well, you're looking on the screen the man who does the yellow flags.
Well, I could do them.
So it's hard, but This
Yeah.
was his job, and
Yeah,
he
that's fair.
abandoned us.
He did abandon us. So
So when the numbers are down this season, just know it's Kevin's fault.
I think it
The
might be.
VP of Safety Operations isn't doing his job.
I'm not gonna lie. It may or may not be the Interlagos 8X into the night. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it might be.
It's almost daytime. It's midnight.
Oh my gosh.
It's midnight, and we got an hour left of racing.
So we might see sunrise by the end of it. If sunrise is like 7:30.
No, I bet sunrise is earlier in Brazil.
Depends on what time of year it is. Nate Side's
Aren't
really.
they? Go ahead.
I would say Nate Side's working his way, trying to catch up to keep ahead, or get ahead, I should say, of Calvin Collado.
Isn't Brazil pretty close to the equator? Shouldn't their sun be the same all the time?
No.
That's not how that works.
That's South America. I'm pretty sure they're south of the equator.
Yeah, but they're near it.
I mean, I think technically about as near as most of Florida is.
Oh shit!
Don't quote me. It's been a long while since I've looked at
Listen, I'm
longitude
not a
lines.
meteorologist. I don't know these things.
Maps exist.
The sunrise is at 6:07 a.m.
Okay, so we'll get maybe 10 or so minutes of daytime racing.
We'll get the correct amount of daytime racing. May I remind everyone of the C in OMEC?
Also, I'm way off
Stands-
on where the equator is, so
Yeah, it's because you're not a meteorologist. I said.
yeah, I'm not.
Where is the equator?
Just
Is it in Central America?
it's on the north side of South America. So
Oh shit!
yeah, right. Where's
Well,
my...
I don't know what that solved, but the sun's coming up around 6 a.m.
Great.
Kevin
That's
Hayes
the
is
important
still in first. Kevin Maynard falling back a little bit now. That's all I'm saying. Just lost the 10th.
part.
Kevin Maynard. Nicholas Maynard. I got there.
Kevin Maynard and Nicholas Hayes.
Well, he's surrounded by a Kevin and a Kelvin, so my brain's already struggling a little bit.
Landon Orr catching up to Nick Terrell as well.
Nick Terrell, a little off this season. I don't know what's happening.
You say that like it's one race where he's not, chasing
It
down
hasn't-
Nicholas
It hasn't
Maynard.
been one race. I'm telling you, it's been the whole season.
Okay.
It's been very consistent.
Uh-huh.
Of the 3 races I broadcasted this season,
Say like out of the 3 that
it's
you
been
saw.
pretty consistent.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Even though one of them, I believe, was the one where we saw where he was holding Nicholas Maynard up the whole time.
That's true. But now he's sitting in 6th.
It happens. Can't win them all.
You can. Have you talked to Nicholas Maynard?
He hasn't won them yet. He also took both himself and Dan Griffin out of Daytona
That's true.
in the shakedown. So like everybody has their bad races. Some just may or may not be more publicized than others.
I'm just trying to hold Nick to a higher standard.
I don't know. I'm sure how high of a standard you can get.
He has sponsorships to live up to.
He does indeed. I'd say still chasing down the leader after 30 minutes of racing isn't probably too bad, at least to start.
The real MVP is Kevin Hayes, though. If he doesn't crash this race, we're gonna have to get him like a little medal, I think.
So it was sort of like the it's been one race since Kevin Hayes crashed marker.
Yep.
And we'll just put that
No.
somewhere in the broadcasting chat so that way he can know.
We'll get him a little placard he can hang on his wall. Anytime someone beats Nicholas Maynard, they get a little medal that says "I beat Nicholas Maynard." We wouldn't have to buy very many, and it'd be a good souvenir
It would be a good souvenir.
for the audience to take home with them.
Another defensive line out of Nicholas. Out of Kevin Hayes. Got me doing it. Cuts back over to the racing line right in front of Nicholas Maynard. Off wide. It's not
Kevin
enough.
Hayes getting a little sloppy.
Really pushing the defense right there. Trying to keep the car going the right direction. Oh, such a wide line out of Nicholas Maynard, but in this slow section, track position is everything. Oh, so this battle, we have 4 battles on track. We were following this one for a little while because it's been, trying to see who's going to, whether or not Nicholas Maynard can, in fact, make the look out of the final corner. Another slow run for Nicholas Maynard, though. We'll see that gap open up instead of close down. But these two, as they come through
They
the
have just
same
been
corner,
together forever.
both of them going a little bit
Nate
wide.
Knights cannot find a round. I wondered if they're just working together, trying to catch up to the leaders, although I don't think so because they're following behind.
They're
so.
still about half a second slower most of the time. They've just been fighting with each other, I think, a little bit as well. 15 seconds separate these two drivers and our top two. I wonder if Nicholas Maynard is waiting for the fuel save undercut or overcut, pit strategy cut.
This is what I was also thinking as he was 2 seconds behind. He was either having trouble finding some pace or it was just some fuel saving.
Both 1/10 separating these two drivers. There's definitely a little bit of a look there. See if it's an over-under. Kevin Hayes going off track there to make sure he holds on to that corner. Going to be a struggle for him. Hayden Mamenga as well as Wesley Woods a little bit further back. Half a second separates these two drivers. Nate Sides finally getting around. Calvin
Nate Lights
Collado.
fast. There he goes.
I want to see it live just for the briefest of moments here. This is coming out of the middle sector. And Calvin Collado just goes a little bit too wide. Has to check up to make sure he doesn't run that car off the road. And that is going to bring that pass to a completion.
Now we'll see if he can cut down that 14-second gap at all with some clear air.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that's the case. Hayden Mamenga and Wesley Woods also going to see if they can't swap positions or if Hayden Mamenga has a plan to get around Wesley Woods. The gap ebbs and flows at the front of the field. Same is true, I think, for Nate Sides and Calvin Collado. I'm really curious if either of these top two drivers end up with a black flag for incident limits with how much they have been using those 1X off tracks early on. Oh, here's it.
That would be something. One of them gets
Yeah.
drive through after all that.
Good run for Hayden.
It's going to make the move?
No.
Not going to make the move.
Yeah, Wesley kind of wasn't sure if he wanted to go defensive or not by the looks of it. Oh, my gosh. Hayden Mamenga really catching that car before it slid around on him. That looked like it
Yeah,
could
if you
have been
go
messy.
to some sort of rear camera, his back driver's side quarter panel is pretty messed up. So that's going to be causing him some trouble for sure. Can really see it with the daylight we have. If you do rear chase, you can see it on the front straight. Or not rear chase, just normal chase.
The chase from the rear.
Yeah.
Kevin Hayes, once again, getting the defensive line in. As they work their way through. Jeez.
He's got quite the run going right there.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one.
Like he's going to try to squeeze Kevin on the inside. Take it around the outside. Not enough
No.
speed.
Is the over-under? No, he doesn't stick his nose out to make the over-under stick. He's going to tuck back in. He's got to find the way around pretty soon.
Ooh, Kevin A goes wide.
Ooh. But it's not wide enough for Nicholas Maynard to capitalize on it. Sticks with him. Technical
It's all
sector.
about this. Oh yeah, we've got one more little round here. I was gonna say all about this last corner, getting a good exit. But that is coming up right about now.
Yep. Into the braking zone here as we get past the static cam. Power on the exit. Both do it pretty well without running off. Another 3/10 separate with these two drivers. The defensive move out. Kevin Hayes. Let's see if I can't pull up this chase cam for Hayden Mamenga. I'm just curious what you're talking about, if we can find it.
You'll see it once it hits the front straight with the lights.
I don't think I have lights on my front straight.
There's definitely lights on the front straight.
Are you sure?
Front straight, the only straight.
That's, yeah, also true. Well, technically there's
I'm
one out of the
positive.
Senna S's.
Oh yeah, we don't talk about that one.
Look at this defending. It's so good. Such a good defense out of Kevin Hayes there up at the front of the field. I was just curious about this. I don't see really lights that are going to tell me this, so.
Then how do I? Oh, you
Mine aren't on.
went
for some
away.
reason.
You went away at the last second where you would see it. You waited that entire lap,
Did I?
and then at the moment of glory, you were like, "Nah."
There
I'm
was no
done.
lights on the start finish stretch.
And now you're back to it again.
Okay.
Listen, it's okay. Just trust me. Imagine a really crinkled up fender.
I certainly will.
Picture that in your mind's eye. You'll see it when the sun comes up at 6 a.m.
Big look out. Nicholas Maynard trying to get that car into the lunge there. Nick Terrell, Landon Orr back within a second of each other as well. Zachary Holden, as well, I believe, is Tom Leeson, find themselves within a battle. That's those there.
Are there any are these two in a battle for like championship position where this matters?
No, just
Kevin Hayes
bragging
and
rights
Nick?
for this race. So
I support it. A little bit of weave-in, break that draft.
I made the one defensive line, or one defensive move offline, came back for the braking zone. Hayden Mamenga looking for the move on Wesley Woods. See if there's a look into the braking zone. Oh, you got to take the opportunity here, Hayden. He comes.
There it is.
Oh, way down in there. All right. Now we should have the opportunity here.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. It's a little bit a little bit crinkled. Now they go for the swap back.
Woo! That was a good camera angle.
We got through it. You can hear the engine off to the right. There's the nose of that car. See who's latest in the braking zone. It's got to be Wesley Woods. He's going to win
Damn.
out. Man. Good swaps between these two drivers as well. Nicholas Maynard having an off track for a moment there is going to cost him about a half a second's worth of time amongst this battle between these two as they duke it out for what is second and third. These are the bottom steps of the podium for GT3 AM this evening. And Wesley Woods really wanting to secure that second place. Hayden Mamenga just happy, I think, to be in the podium positions as well. Top 10 overall for these two drivers as it stands. And 16 seconds ahead of Tom Leeson. Landon Orr, however, going to be at the tail end of these three drivers. Patrick Cantrell, as well as Nick Terrell. These two, I think, have this brief moment. I wonder if Nick Terrell had a moment here. Let's see. I think it was a problem on the exit of this corner. You see this? These two just swap the position back and forth. Oh, that's why, because Mr. Cantrell had a
Dipping out of existence for a little bit.
just the briefest of moments. And Kevin Hayes lost it
Kevin!
amongst this. Let's see what happened.
Oh, no,
It
buddy.
wasn't where he... it was just clipping the
Kevin.
grass. Bounces that front end. Oh.
Oh, my God.
And then we catch it as he rejoins. And that is going to be
Oh.
the race for the lead over. As Kevin Hayes finds his spin not where he thought it would be. Which I can't tell if it was more or less heartbreaking.
Is he going in the pits?
I think he's going to have to. We're close enough to the midway point where he can come in
Yep.
and get that fast repair done. Doesn't take the sting out of the spin. So he'll find
Doesn't take the sting out of my disappointment. I hope he knows I was almost proud of him.
So Calvin Collado is going to inherit P3, 4 seconds behind Nate Sides, who currently now resides in P2. And
Kevin Hayes also taking some fresh tires, along with that fresh fast repair.
yeah, he's got to take enough fuel to get to the end of the race now. Easy enough to do. You'll see him pop out of pit lane right now, just after he gets done getting the fuel in. These three drivers still also battling for a position here. Nick Tyrrell at the lead of the trio. Nick Tyrrell, excuse me. The lead of these trios of drivers. Slowdown penalty as well for Hayden Mamenga. You can see that. Michael Doyen labeling, saying fucking Kev. And I could not, I think, agree more in this instance. Find himself popping back out into 7th position. So he should be set to the end. The question will be whether or not where everybody else finishes up the back half of this race in a few minutes' time. All right.
My microphone was muted that entire time.
Well,
I was like, wow, Fen doesn't give a shit what I have to say. And you know what? I respect him for it.
no, I give a shit about what you have to say, but you have to say it with your mic on.
I didn't want you to hear me eat my Funyuns, so I muted it.
That's fair.
I don't remember what I was going to say.
Must have
Mr.
been.
Kevin Hayes, if he can just keep putting in those fast lap times he was doing, now that he's got fresh car, fresh tires, he should be able to tick down those 20 or so seconds in these remaining 45 minutes. I believe in him.
Yeah, I think it'll be about 10 or so seconds based on what I saw before the pit lane. But we'll have to see how much time, if he can make up the time there. It's possible. I think if he really puts his nose to the grindstone over the next 45 minutes, there's an opportunity there.
If he really buckles down, just stops fucking up, the future is bright for Kevin Hayes.
Yeah, it is one, I think, is the
Yeah.
stipulation there.
I'm excited to see what his lap time is as he comes around.
Nate Sides putting in his personal best, so 132.472.
Yeah, he's got something to prove now. He's got to put in those lap times as well, so he stays ahead of Kevin Hayes on the pit.
Oh, man, Landon Orr looking to see if he can make it around. Patrick Cantrell as well. These three drivers still close together after 45 minutes of racing.
Kevin Hayes putting a 33.8. Is that fast?
Not really, but it's also his first full lap. The tires are probably just getting into operating window. So in the next couple laps, we'll see that improve, I imagine.
That's true. About a second and a half off his fastest lap, which was 3 laps before he crashed. He 100% moved the brake bias. I can't wait for him to say that.
Closest on-track action. Top 3, Nicholas Maynard, Nate Sides, Calvin Collado in GT3 Pro, Landon Orr. The tail end of these 3 cars, Wesley Woods and Hayden Mamenga, P2 and P3 of GT3 AM. GT3 AM, I think, had a pretty solid battle going. We'll see if Hayden Mamenga can keep on bringing back that fight to Wesley Woods earlier on. For now, these 3 cars all within a second of each other and about a second and a half between the 3 of them, respectively.
We've been giving Nicholas Maynard some shit, but we got Landon Orr 26 seconds ahead of the second GT3 AM.
Oh, I mean, we could definitely give Landon Orr some shit as well.
I think so.
But I'd also say that I think the other GT3 AM that would be up there with him, Tom Leeson, had a moment there early on.
That's true. We should have dynamic classes. Just like dynamic pricing at a Walmart. You know, depending on how many people show up, you might be AM, you might be Pro.
Oh, no.
Everybody loves that.
That's
It's a great feature.
No. Absolutely not.
It could change mid-race. You
Oh
spin
my
on a corner,
God.
AM. You make a really good pass, Pro.
That's, no. Don't do that.
It could be powered by AI. People love AI. Your manager loves AI. I know he's told you about it. Everyone loves AI.
See, right now, my manager... I've only seen my manager use AI once, and I was to ask a really dumb question that he could have Googled, but he didn't really want to Google.
I've never seen my manager use AI, but he really loves to tell us to use AI.
My manager, I also talk to about like once a month whenever we're not in con season, so...
That would do it.
But then I spend like a week and a half with him, or I spend 2 weeks with him this month, so like, it, you know, you condense it.
All balances out.
Yep.
Unlike Kevin Hayes brakes. Am I right? Am I right?
Oh, man.
Landon Orr needs to make a move.
I think Landon Orr is
Been
just
watching
trying to
this
hang on.
three-car fight.
Oh, boy.
We're gonna need you to make a move here, pal.
Nah, I will not make a move on Patrick. I will not make a move on him.
Listen,
My goal literally is just to finish this race.
Whoa, careful! You almost hit him.
Yeah,
Jeez,
exactly.
pay
What?
attention. Okay.
Tom Leeson,
I
don't
don't-
dive into pit lane while you are busy bothering Landon Orr.
Tom Leeson. Haven't seen him since the beginning of the race.
Yeah, he's been keeping the pace. You know, not running very fast. The damage that he picked up in that incident has definitely kept him a little bit slower. That and it being nighttime did not help. So, see how the pit cycle helps or hinders.
Going out on fresh tires.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to put some times down. You know, they do have headlights on the front of the car. They can still see.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a very different experience, though, when you have nothing. Your usual reference markers are gone.
Well, that just sounds like poor planning. You know?
Mm-hmm.
This server has been here for 10 weeks. Plenty of time for Kevin Hayes to be out there grinding and finding his breakpoints. Maybe that's what he did. Maybe that's why he was so good for those first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Could be.
Calvin Collado making the look to keep up, try to see if he can't close down the 7 seconds of gap between these drivers.
Landon Orr gonna make a move. Or is that Calvin Collado? Is
Oh,
that Landon
that's,
Orr?
that's Landon Orr.
Landon! Getting a little aggressive. I like that camera view. I'm happy we were able to stick a GoPro on the outside of each car.
Yeah, so it's a good one.
We had the budget for that.
Yep. Team budgets enable GoPros on all these cars, radio comms.
It's just what you'd come to expect with a high dollar operation such as OMEC. We're basically F1.
Are we a high dollar operation now?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel
Listen,
like
it costs multiple dollars to run these servers. Okay.
just one of those.
Like we're talking one figure to run this server tonight.
Landon Orr.
Landon
Okay,
Orr.
great. He's good.
Get your internet together, buddy. Come on now. Don't be using wireless down the basement. It's better be hardwired in.
I use wireless down in the basement.
You shouldn't. Wireless is
I use
Wi-Fi's the devil.
I use Wi-Fi 6E and have zero fucking problems.
Yeah, but everyone had zero problems when they just plugged a cable in.
Yeah. It's
That's what I'm
why I
saying.
use Wi-Fi 6E, because it gives me almost the same experience.
Almost. But you don't get the joy of an Ethernet cable running across your kitchen into your office.
No, I have that from my router
aesthetic.
to my bedroom that cuts across the
So you
entire.
already run a cord to where you
nope,
are.
Nope, that's to my.
What?
This is to my stream, my broadcasting PC is where the hardwire goes to. So this is what I use when I'm broadcasting, and then I have my sim rig, which is in a very different
But
spot of this house where I have room to put a sim rig, which is not here.
I think we should all come to your house and run some cables for you.
I don't want to run cable. I don't own this house.
OMEC bonding. Well, you aren't going to run it. Me and Landon.
Look, when I buy a house,
gonna
I'll
run it.
absolutely have you guys come out and run cable, like 100%.
I don't want to run cable in a house you own. I want it to be an apartment that you don't own.
The move got made, by the way, as we were talking about this.
Oh, I missed it. I
You
was
missed
watching it the whole time too and didn't process any of it. I've been staring at it, but I was just
Here's the look.
envisioning running an Ethernet cable. Okay.
Landor makes the move down the inside.
Look at him go. Landon Orr. Good job.
Sticks the landing throughout the set of S's and keeps the position for the moment.
It's
So-
funny because your broadcast is up on the one screen, and then I just have iRacing on the
Uh-huh.
chase cam on Landon's car right in front of my face.
So you had two different angles of it.
And I was staring at it the whole time, but I was just blanked out, not paying attention.
Man.
Getting frustrated about your Wi-Fi usage.
It's
okay.
You should be less frustrated by my Wi-Fi usage. I use it
I
extensively for iRacing, for streaming. Anything that I do with a sim rig myself, and I want to stream, it's all Wi-Fi. Because I also don't care, I guess is the other part. Like, if it's my own streams, I'm like, whatever, it sucks, but it's not like a big deal. But it's like this broadcast, I want to make sure it at least stays up the whole time.
At my work, there's a computer that runs our monthly all-staff meetings that streams it out to people, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And when it was set up, the Ethernet port that I plugged it into back in the day, like 6 years ago, it wasn't live, and I was too lazy to go patch it in the closet, so I just hooked it up to Wi-Fi,
Uh-huh.
which I was told not to do.
Uh-huh.
6 years later, it's been faithfully running the meeting every month on Wi-Fi.
See?
It's done good.
Yeah, exactly.
No one knows.
Well,
My old boss doesn't work there anymore, so you
Okay,
can't even
cool.
do anything about it.
All right, I was gonna
Listen
say,
here,
like-
Brent.
as long as you're not accidentally doxing yourself.
No,
Wesley Woods.
I don't have a job. This is all made up. I'm homeless under a bridge.
Man, you got good signal for being homeless under a bridge.
My wife left me 3 months ago.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Just kidding.
I was about to say, way to pull, not rug pull.
It's all Kevin's. It's
Bury
all
the
Kevin's
lead.
fault.
Both Wesley Woods and Zachary Holden working their way into pit lane. Zachary, I think, almost missing his pit box.
That's not good. You shouldn't do that.
And Kevin Hayes continuing to tick down the seconds between himself and Patrick Cantrell. We're coming up to the 1 hour mark. So pit stops for all the drivers who have been out on green flag running here should be happening soon. I'm going to put that at the biggest caveats I can.
Except Nick Tyrrell. He probably won't pit.
Oh, yeah, for another, 10 minutes.
He's creating gas in the car as he drives. He's got a little refinery.
Some mini refinery.
Yeah. Bring some crude oil from home.
Tom Leeson, Zachary Holden, yeah, after the pit cycle, find themselves in a little bit of a battle. Oh, man. Zachary Holden just is allowing Tom Leeson to slide on by.
All that ground that... Oh, there he goes. Wide.
Well, gotta find and make sure you have your braking marker. Doesn't want to get caught up in this battle for most of these positions. Patrick Cantrell there.
Landon Norris sneak his way through.
Leslie Woods apologizing, I think, to the leader. To Nate's, or sorry, apologizing to Nate Sides, I think. For the too wide through the final corner there.
That's okay. It builds character for Nate Sides. He needs some adversity in his life.
The gap still sitting at 15 seconds for Nicholas Maynard at this point on an island. So...
Yeah, getting around Kelvin Collado, he was not able to tick that gap down any between Maynard. It did lessen the bleeding, but still not able to keep up on pace. Kevin Hayes is not too far. Putting in 32 threes again.
Mm-hmm.
Not too far behind. He's going to be right back in this after the pit cycles. Because none of the pros have pitted yet, right?
No.
Yeah.
The exception of Kevin Hayes. Wesley Woods labeled as crashed. What happened, Wesley Woods? Well, look at your driving
Wesley
now.
Woods.
I think it just got hard on the binder to not run into something. Nope. Nope. Oh, there it is. Oh,
That
great.
wasn't crashed.
Tokyo Drift. Catches it, though.
Style points.
Absolutely. And holds on to third place in GT3AM. 10 seconds between himself and Wesley, or Tom Leeson, excuse me, behind him. Who did get past Landon Orr amongst all that. Battle of pit cycles, I think we're at this point. I'm talking about...
Yeah, I'm waiting patiently for these cars to pit. We have
Just,
30 minutes remaining.
I'd say, just as we start, I think, to get into the first signs of light. You can see
It's
it.
getting a little brighter out there.
Yeah, you can see it on ever so briefly in the dark recesses of the corners
Just in
of this
time for the
track.
rain.
There's no rain.
But wouldn't it be cool if there was?
It would be cool. That's what I was
They
excited
need
about.
iRacing needs to let you change weather on the fly. So there can be some sort of donation thing, like $5, it'll rain for a minute.
That would be... Just have people donate for weather blocks, like they pay, $5 in
Yeah.
the OMEC fund, and they can set weather for one of the races of the weeks. Be a good way to
Ooh.
support costs.
That's a fun off season. You can pick a 15-minute block of weather.
Yeah,
I like that.
there you go.
That's why we keep Fenn around. He's the idea guy.
I think I'm the broadcast guy at this point.
You're a vice president of creative worldwide operations.
Great. I'll happily take that title. Do I get any kind of pay raise as a result?
Yeah.
Great.
I don't know what it is. But figure it out.
A smooth, like, pack of Marlboros and a thing of Girl Scout Thin Mints?
Man, I don't know, but that sounds amazing.
I don't know that amazing
That would
word.
slap.
That
would slap.
So that comes from a very specific part of my life. One year we were out in the Marine Corps, I was out on detachment in Arizona, and we that's what we had at like 3 a.m. Wow, Tom Leeson gets that
Tom
car.
Leeson going wide.
keeps that car going the right direction.
So you're just out there in Arizona pounding
Yep.
down Marlboro Smooths and
I don't remember.
Girl Scout cookies.
They weren't mine. I was just bumming them off somebody. I don't remember why. Because I think I wanted like a cigar adjacent thing, but I definitely didn't bring any cigars with me. And they're like, "Do you want one of these?" I'm like, I guess I'll do one.
All right, well, we'll get you your bonus package of a singular Marlboro cigarette and a sleeve of Girl Scout cookies. We'll get them mailed to your
Perfect.
address.
Sounds good.
Okay.
You have my address. You know where to send it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nicholas Maynard coming down pit lane to get his pit stop done. I will say, very cool seeing the interior lights in these cars.
I do like that. This is Kevin Hayes' time to shine.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nate Sides also in the pits. Kelvin coming in the pits.
I think everybody who hasn't pit yet, with probably the exception of Nick Terrell.
Nick's gonna go. There's only 27 minutes remaining. He's going an hour and 10 minutes on a tank of gas.
An hour and something on
just-
tank gas.
It's the silliest thing.
A whole second.
By hour, 5 minutes.
Probably. Patrick Cantrell as well, going to improve.
I think this is gonna put Kevin up into third.
It'll put Kevin up into, I think it'll be net third after, net second after the pit cycle. He comes out a second ahead of Nate Sides. Nick Terrell going to be 2 seconds ahead of Nicholas Maynard at this point.
Did he not get ahead of Cantrell in the pits?
Well, Cantrell is not pit yet.
Oh, I thought.
He's our
Landon
other.
that was pitting.
Yeah. Landon also pit. So Kevin Hayes is currently fourth. He'll be net second because he got ahead of Nate Sides, who was second.
Damn. Look at him go.
Yeah, fantastic recovery drive. Still is about 10 seconds behind Nicholas Maynard, though, after the pit cycle. But fresh tires, I think, for Nicholas Maynard there, or at least some full fuel and some cooler tires. We'll see if the speed returns to Nicholas Maynard.
Yeah, Kevin A is on some pretty old tires. That's for sure.
Well, he came in just after the 30-minute mark, so it's about where they're starting to, I think, maybe have the chance, depending on how much you use those, especially given how cold the track is. Do I got a
That's
weather
true.
map? Do I got a weather option? I thought I did.
You do.
I mean,
Info.
there we go.
Oh, on SDK.
Yeah, I know info in general.
Well, I'll tell you, track's 75 degrees. And
Patrick-
it's dry.
Patrick Cantrell working his way out. 75 degrees on track, so still a pretty good window for driving. There's some driver inputs. Apparently, I can turn that
Yeah,
on.
look at that. Look at that.
It's specifically just the
Steering
wheel,
wheel.
the steering wheel rotation for this driver. The rest of the driver.
That's what the people pay to see. That's on the Patreon. You get driver inputs.
Oh my gosh. Track map though shows it's not a very busy track, but we started with 14 drivers. I think we're down to 11 now. We've had 5 make their exit from this race. Sorry, 4 make their. Nope, I had it right the first time. 5 make their exit from this race. Zachary Holden, the last driver on track, still putting it down a second behind Tom Leeson, who's had a couple of incidents, and with Nick Terrell gonna be the last driver to come in for the pit cycle.
If he doesn't pit this time, I'm going to freak out.
See the pit strategy here. You can see where Nick Terrell, excuse me. Hayden Mamenga out of pit lane. A lot.
All right, don't have to freak out. Thank God.
Yeah. Works his way in. We'll probably pick up his position
42 laps
on one set of tires.
and 1 tank of gas.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. But did it really do him any good?
I mean, he'll have a shorter pit time, so theoretically, yes.
I suppose. Still pretty long pit time. He's still in there.
Yeah,
There he
he's
goes. Brand new tires.
got some tires. 17 seconds, 37 seconds, 5 seconds ahead of a couple other drivers. I think he's going to end up being out just ahead of Kelvin Collado in terms of the pit cycle.
Be a shame if someone were to throw a yellow flag right about now.
Oh my gosh. We are an hour and you would chew up the last 20 minutes of racing.
I'd really spice it up though.
They would.
Be a good one. Be a good one. Right as the sun's coming up. Chaotic restart.
We
Yeah,
haven't
that's what
had.
killed Tony Caicedo's only championship run that he had in OMEC history. The final
Yes, it
race. He safety car messed him up.
Yep, I remember that.
I still feel a little bad throwing it, but that's what the random timer told me to do.
That was back when we had the random timer to dictate it, and not Kevin Hayes, who's currently driving and therefore never gonna indicate it.
I think we need to bring it back now that we don't do multi-class. Why can't we just do iRacing's yellow flag?
Yeah. Maybe we make it a quick one where it's like, two lap yellow flag. Oh, Calvin Collado, hot on the tail of Nick Tyrrell.
Very hot on the tail.
Mm-hmm. See to them talking. Oh my gosh! Whoa! Late on the brakes for Kelvin Collado. Keeps it together, but he's gonna lose out the time there.
Gonna send it on the outside. Why not? Kevin Hayes knocked that gap down by almost a whole second. Did something happen to Nick Maynard? He's knocked it down by. Oh, there's just really ticking that time down.
The answer was he's in the slow sector. And the slow sector is going to amplify all those numbers.
Well, he's still gained a second, so I'm proud of him.
I would say he's gained, I think, about 2 seconds now between these drivers in terms of just raw pace.
Fenn doesn't believe in you like I do, Kevin. I'm trying to give you a full second.
I was trying to give him 2 seconds.
Oh, I thought you said 2/10.
No.
I heard that incorrectly.
From
All
the
right.
pit cycle.
All right.
About
Now we're talking.
4 to 5 tenths a lap faster. Kevin Hayes is currently than Nicholas Maynard, but Nicholas Maynard is still getting those tires up to temp. Setting a 138.
32.3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that tire is now up to 10, but Kevin Hayes matching it. This one of the two.
32.3 is a quick time, that's for sure. Calvin Collado going to make a move coming here in turn 1 again.
Oh, man.
Maybe he'll try to pass him on the inside this time.
Yeah, I would say. We saw how well this went last time. I get the feeling he may try to just give himself a little more room on the inside. Plenty of opportunity there. Nick Tyrrell making no defensive moves into that braking zone. But he's just going to follow him
Just
through.
going to stay right there.
Oh, I think he's trying to hold on to that car. That car, I don't know that he took tires. With how much that car is kind of weaving around.
You need a tire graphic.
I wish we had tire graphic. I can't tell. The thing
Kevin
is,
Hayes has to get around 2 lap traffic cars. It's going to definitely slow him down in these final. They still got 20 minutes. Oh, wow. I just parted the seas like Moses going through there. I don't know what that was. Did you see that? Peeling out of the way. Fenn's dead. It's
I'm
okay.
not. I had the same moment that
He
you did
witnesses.
with with Mike muting.
How did they just whoop?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. That will happen.
It will happen. Nick Maynard setting his personal best and the fastest lap of the race. His most recent time by. That being a 132.054. Man, Calvin Collado still trying to find a way around Nick Tyrrell amongst all that.
Nicholas Maynard has crashed out at the end of the race before.
Yes.
Kevin's not out of this yet.
He's crashed out of this, and he's also taken out teammates with him, so it's very possible. With just under 20 minutes to go, it'll be, I think, a pretty hard road. But incident limits, I wonder if those may come into play here as well.
If only SDK would tell you. It kind of tells you. I don't know how it counts them. It's always incorrect.
Yeah, and SDKs are a little bit wonky. Patrick Cantrell catching up to Landon Orr again. 3/10 between those two drivers. Did Landon Orr not put enough fuel in the GT3?
Is that what he's saying?
No, I'm just asking. Asking the ether. I'm sure we could pull him in there and ask, but
I don't think Landon Orr would mess up a pit stop.
I don't think so either.
Fen says you messed up your pit stop.
That's not what I said.
No, I didn't.
You sure you got enough gas? Are you sure?
I was,
Yeah, I got plenty of
I was
gas.
just curious why you ended up only 3/10 ahead of Patrick Cantrell, and I was wondering if I had the external
Yeah,
thought.
Why are you so slow, Landon? Come on.
Jesus Christ, shut up! On
God,
my ass!
get it together.
Oh my god. Well, someone made it so hard because it's so goddamn dark. I can't see anything.
It is
And
the
now he's gonna pass me right
sunrise. Don't let him pass you.
He's gonna pass me.
Come on, you passed Patrick.
Cool. Too wide. All right.
Oh,
He's passing you again.
Oh, here we go.
Don't let
Here
him
we
through.
go.
Don't let him through.
No, god damn it. Don't close that door, Patrick.
Keep the foot in.
Oh.
Live on board with Landon Orr.
There we go. Here we go. Oh. I'm in front. No. All right, here we go. All right. In front again. Can you pull Patrick in and tell him to stop?
He doesn't show up on voice things. He knows better.
I mean, I can pull him in. I
Gotta
just
get a better launch here. Watch.
hold on.
Oh, is he in a
Gotta
secret?
get him in this thing.
Oh, he's in a secret voice chat. I see down there.
Yeah, he always is.
I've pulled Patrick up here
Here we go.
specifically.
He's here.
Yeah, he's not gonna talk though, because he has no idea.
It's true. He's not going to talk. Patrick never talks to us in the broadcast.
Oh my god, he's got me here. He's got me
But
here.
now he
Much
can hear your
better
strategy.
than I am. Which is what? Yelling?
Can he hear? We never.
We'll never know.
I have no idea if he
All right.
actually even there.
I'm kicking him back down to zone 2.
Hey, come on. Okay, it fell off a little bit. I'm surprised there. He's much better at this
Alright.
corner too. He's pretty much better at all the corners, to be honest.
Wow, 15 minutes before the end, the sun finally comes up? Shocking.
All right, now the track's gonna get burning hot.
All right.
No, it's
I
gonna be
ti-
like 8 a.m. What are you saying, Fen?
I was saying
Tired of Landon? You don't want to
No.
hear his voice? Okay, I'll get him out of
not
here.
at
Jeez.
all. Oh my God.
What'd you want to say?
I sounded to say I apologize for saying they'd be the last 10 minutes when it's really the last 15 minutes of the race that is in the
Yeah,
daytime.
you gotta have a night race or two.
That was every endurance race this season.
No, every endurance race was not night. Two of them.
Uh-huh.
Two of them were.
Nope. More than 2.
Did I do 8x for all of them?
You did.
I mean, it is entertaining. Gotta admit.
It's something.
There's a cinematic portion of it. You know, you spent the whole night racing. The sun's coming up. The race is finishing.
For the driver, yeah. For the
It's
broadcast,
the golden hour.
like
Well, yeah.
we're staring at headlights and onboards. Oh my God, Landon.
Holy shit! Landon killed himself. What was that? I've been watching Patrick's onboard, so it was hilarious from that point of view.
15 minutes left to go. Patrick Cantrell looking to get a top top 6 overall finish.
This
Landon
is it.
Orr
They better
has the
keep fighting. They're
defensive
saving
line.
the broadcast.
Ah,
Oh, he
oh,
squeezed it.
no!
Oh my god!
Oh, and that's gonna be it.
That was all Landon.
Whoa.
He squoze him. We gotta listen. Drag Patrick in here.
Okay.
Patrick, buddy, I don't know if he can hear me, but that was Landon's fault. So you keep on going, buddy. All right, get him out of here.
All right. Love you, Patrick.
The fuck was that, buddy?
Oh God.
That's exactly how that was going to end. That's exactly how it was going to end.
There's still a car there. I don't mean to...
I for some reason thought I had space and I didn't. How alongside was he?
like definitely
Completely
on,
alongside.
you're like, at least halfway up your car.
Oh,
Which is-
really?
yeah.
I thought it was just barely.
No.
Nah, you just squeezed him straight onto the grass. It was pretty great.
That is entirely why you
Terrible
pit
drive.
turned over him instead of something a little bit more like.
And then he
Oh.
stopped. He stopped like he was gonna let you back in front of him, and I was like, "No, Patrick, keep fucking going."
Okay, so that's why I got confused because I saw him pull back, so I thought he was gonna give me space on there. But
No,
well, you know what? He deserves it. He's a much better driver than I am.
What happened here?
I'm
gotta
just happy I
say
didn't
that
drive
twice.
through.
Hayden Mamega finds himself around as well. Oh, just a little too much rotation. Oh,
Ooh,
hard
into
of the
the
barrier,
wall.
yeah.
You know, contrary to popular belief, you don't want to do that.
Do you want me to pull Hayden in there so you can say that?
Yeah, you'd like to avoid that. Yeah, sure, pull him in.
All right. Hayden
Hayden.
Mamega.
Hayden, you don't want to do that.
I know. I figured.
All right, I just want to make sure you knew
Suboptimal?
that was suboptimal. Yeah, that's not.
Thank you.
It's really not how you want to go around a racetrack.
Well, I was trying to keep Wesley behind. I was gonna try something unorthodox, so I guess I didn't quite pan out on that one.
Do you know that you've had damage on the back of your car this entire race?
Yes, I do because I got it. Actually, I got it from Wesley in like lap 2 or 3 on the left rear.
Did you forget about the fast repair?
No, I unchecked it and forget. Well, I mean, I guess I did.
Oh,
Checked it at the
that'll
start
do
of
it.
the race.
That'll do it. You don't want to do that.
I know.
You want to use those. All right,
Yeah.
we really just pulled you in for my amazing technical analysis, and that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Good
All
good
right,
racing.
I'll get him out of here.
You got 10
I'll
minutes. You got this.
Yeah, thank you.
Hayden Mamega.
Listen, Fen, when I say get him out of here, you got to get him out of here.
I wanted to. I just.
We can't
He's-
just keep talking. It could be a security risk.
Marcus, not everyone is well attuned to you yelling, get him out of here, and then just getting hard dumped back into the session they were in before.
You've worked with me for 3 broadcasts now.
I have.
You should be on the
but
ball.
these are new drivers, new faces. And I would like some of them to come back.
That's true.
We've had
Hayden, hope he come back, buddy.
We've had
I think
a pretty
I think
solid.
if they've been here and they showed up for this final race of 14 people, I think they're going to be here next year.
It's likely next year.
These are the OG right here driving around.
Certainly. Oh man. 10 minutes left to go. Nicholas Maynard still 9 seconds ahead of Kevin Hayes, who's trying his hardest to close that gap.
He is trying his hardest.
It is
He's been putting in
going
some heaters.
nowhere.
You should slide the brake balance back a little bit. He might be able to get
Oh, Tom
some
Leeson,
time.
no. What happened?
Tomothy, don't do this to me.
Oh, too much speed into that corner
God
for
damn it.
sure. And just a big old crunch.
I think the Lambo got nerfed.
Yeah, I think so
There
too.
was a big update today.
Yep.
There was
Oh, it's
something. I read
grabbing.
something about tires on curbs that are different now.
Well,
That's all I really know.
Great work there. Another faster lap out of Kevin Hayes, most recent time by 5/10 faster than Nicholas Maynard.
He's trying.
Yep. He sure heckin' is. Wesley Woods in second in GT3 AM.
Yeah, Landon Orr causes an entire accident and is still 36 seconds in front of him. I hope he enjoys clubbing baby seals out there.
Jeez.
He might still run out of gas. You might be right. Imagine he did. That would be extremely funny. He would have called it like a soothsayer.
I don't think that's possible. I don't think he like you just said, he doesn't mess up pit stops. So
I don't have the data to deny or
same.
accept that.
Statistically, he had a pretty average pit stop. So
You think we'd know all these stats because we watch a lot of the races.
I mean, I know a lot of these stats because I have watched all but one of the races this season, and I have
It's a pretty good.
the metrics.
It's a pretty good batting average. Showed up to almost every race.
Yeah, which is still
I like
less
more,
than.
I'm more of a 3 out of 8 kind of guy. Did I only do 3? I did more than 3.
I think you did like
Did
4.
I really only do 3?
You did 4. You did half.
That's good. It's a good number.
I do know for at least 3 of them, you were work was just like, what if we just borrow all of your time?
Yeah, it's been a rough time at work.
Yeah.
And after all that, we had a core switch go down, and that was really fun too.
Oh,
That's okay. We survived.
good. That's what matters. With
I'm a,
just under 7 minutes to go, Kelvin Collado, a second behind Nick Tyrrell. One of those two. That's the
one
closest.
question is, who is doing the weather next season?
I mean, I can do it.
I think it should be Fenn.
I don't want to just like throw myself in there like, here's the weather.
Listen, every race can't be 70 degrees at 10 in the morning.
I will give you a diverse set of weather across this to really get the C in OMEC without 8X nonsense.
I don't know why you hate 8X so much. It's fantastic.
I don't hate it most of the time. I hate it when it's all night every week. Every endurance week is a 8X night race. We had at least 3 of them.
Yeah, I think it's more the practice should be the night, and then the race starts in the morning. I don't know. If only they had higher X's. 16X?
Oh my gosh.
We could simulate 2 days.
You need, if you want to simulate 2 days in a endurance race, you need to go to like 36X.
That'd be pretty cool. See that sun zipping across the sky.
It would definitely feel like you were in a like time lapse video.
Well, I don't know. I'll leave that up for you next season. If you want to program that in, go for it.
Okay.
You are the VP of Worldwide Creative Operations.
A title I shall wear with pride. In all of the 0 places I get to explain. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I could explain that. I could sound cool in the tabletop industry.
Yeah.
They'll have no idea what I'm talking about.
We'll get you a business card.
Oh, I could. Yeah. I mean, Patrick could probably make one.
Yeah. Patrick is head of HR. He could probably get some business cards made.
I already owe him for the Ferrari 499, so I'll add that
You
to my
owe
list.
Patrick money? He's gonna
No.
come hunt you down.
I owe the OMEC fund money for
Oh, yeah. Landon
asking.
is the loan shark enforcer.
I don't think it's
Landon
a-
will come break your knees.
I don't think it's a loan. I think I'm just
Well, debt, whatever. You owe us money.
I don't think I mean my
You just
generosity.
said you owed us money. You can't.
I owed Patrick
You
money.
can't backpedal now. I
not
said
trying-
you owe Patrick, and then you're like, no, I owe OMEC the money.
That's true. I guess.
And
so.
then you're like,
All right,
no,
well,
I owe Patrick money.
I'll
It
get
sounded
it
more
all right.
suspicious, honestly, the more you talk.
7 tenths of a second between Kelvin Collado and Nick Tyrrell. Let me fully dodge this bullet by trying to talk about racing with 4 minutes left to go in season 13. Boy, howdy, we've been off the rails. It's been a pretty quiet night, so forgive me for the disparate nature of our broadcast.
I think we've covered this race wonderfully.
I think we have. I mean, it's pretty. You know, we really got into like old school OMEC for a minute there.
I don't see any point of anywhere we could improve. Any constructive criticism we receive
do we
is
have
honestly
do
just
we have
bullshit.
a teammate on teammate fight for the bottom step of the podium? We do, but it's gonna go the way of Zachary Holden and Hayden Omega just got a black flag for incident limits.
Poor Hayden Omega.
Calvin Collado gonna be slowly inching down the gap in the closing stages here. No, but I'll get squared up. So Landon Orr isn't coming to break my kneecaps. It'd be really awkward for him to.
He might already be on his way. I'm not sure.
Might be pretty awkward for him to have to break the kneecaps of the VP of Creative whatever.
VP of what was it?
That's
what
what
was
it was. Creative something.
It was such a good title.
It was perfect. We'll have to go back.
Worldwide Creative Operations.
Yes, there it is. WPO or what? WCO. Excuse me.
Yeah, WCO.
Yep. This battle, however, I think is going to run down the checker flag. We have probably about 2 laps left to go for this race here for Nicholas Maynard. Probably. Though he's lost 2 seconds his most recent time by. Is there multi-class traffic involved? Multi-class. Lapped traffic involved. Answer is no.
Kevin Hayes really trying to knock down that time. He tried his best.
I wonder if it's a... Speaking of fuel issues, I wonder if that's a fuel issue. And he's now fuel saving like a madman trying to get to the finish line.
That time is coming down.
Yeah. All right. They both survived. Great. Keep an eye on this battle here because this is one that I think is definitely Nick Terrell keeping to that fuel number. And Calvin Collado, I think, very much in the clear. Is trying to see if he can't chase down and get back that 4th spot from where it was before.
Nick, that time with Maynard is just tumbling.
Yeah. Down another second. As we start, I think, our second to last lap. Do I have a grid with a... No, I don't have a grid.
Yeah, 33.9, and Kevin's putting in a 32.2.
I do not have an easy flagman.
Throw up that steering wheel input.
The driver input? This one right here?
Yeah, it's the money shot. Look at it. Oh.
Just for a brief moment.
5.5 seconds. Kevin's gonna make it.
Oh my gosh. Kevin's
gonna make it.
It's gonna be a tough one. Tom Leeson also coming
out of pit
lanes after that crash that he had earlier. Took the fast repair.
I don't think he took a fast repair. I think he took a whole repair.
Oh yeah, it was 10 minutes in the box. Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
5 seconds. Will it get burned down fast enough?
He must have ran out of gas or something.
Or
he's just hanging out.
One of the two. Or he's trying not to run out of gas, be my guess.
Yeah.
You know, running a 134 almost. Fly ride on. Oh, this will be the checker flag, though.
Yeah.
And he will get it done.
He did it.
Four seconds ahead of Kevin Hayes, who's going to come home in P2. Nate Side's going to round out that podium. Calvin Collado, Nick Terrell going to battle out for who's 4th and who's 5th. At the tail end of this race, Wesley Woods going to finish a lap down in 2nd for the GT3M podium, with Zachary Holden coming just behind. Hayden Mamenga bitterly losing out due to the black flag, I wouldn't say incident, or just the incident limit in general. Still has enough fuel to burn down everybody here.
Yeah, I don't know if it was fuel related anymore.
No, you're just having a calm and quiet last lap.
Everyone's doing donuts at the end right now if you go to Kevin.
Let's go look at Kevin Hayes. Do we have a nice dynamic cam? There we go. There's everybody doing donuts here. Or,
Kevin had all the fuel.
and then Nate Sides burning it down. Tom Leeson gonna join the party. Oh, somebody's engine exploded. I think it was Nicholas Maynard's.
Oh man, that'll do it.
Oh,
The
man.
last race
Yeah.
of the season, the finale. Do you guys think you're gonna read
Oh,
before I
man.
drag someone in here and yell at them?
Well, let's take a quick look at the results for these drivers as they're hanging out. Lenore gonna be this is GT3 AM. We're just gonna go with that first for this one. Jay Lenore gonna take home the win there. Technically a lap ahead, a good ways ahead of Wesley Woods, Zachary Holden, Hayden Mamenga, and Tom Leeson around top 5. Colton Tony as well as Ken Duvall do not finish this race. Ken Duvall, I don't even think started the race. And then a GT3 Pro.
I didn't know this is what Suzuka looked like.
This isn't what Suzuka looked like. This is
I know.
Interlagos.
Read your chart.
Oh yeah. Oops.
Anyways,
I was a little rushed. Forgive me. Nicholas Maynard's gonna come on for the win on the GT3 Pro side, with Kevin Hayes coming home after closing down the gap to only a few seconds, and then with Nate Sides running out of that podium, Nick Terrell coming out of the top 5 there with Patrick Cantrell, Devin Adams. Patrick Cantrell being the last driver that really finishes the race. Devin Adams, Tyler Roberts, and Michael Doyen all do not finish. Michael Doyen, I think, was just in the session, much like we are, to spectate and have a good time. All right. Bring in whoever you'd like. We're in the interview stage at this point.
Kevin,
Hello.
did you adjust your brake balance before you crashed?
On like my spin where I hit the wall?
Yeah, your crash.
Well, then you missed my half spin that I had too.
Oh, we must have.
I went a little Tokyo drift at one point. Saved the car. It was pretty sick, actually. I only lost like a second and a half. It was pretty cool.
Oh shit. Too bad Fenn wasn't paying attention.
No, I mean, that wasn't a brake bias thing. I was just talking to Maynard about it in the interview room. I don't know why the car let loose there. Him and I had been on that curb the entire race up to that point, and I already have looked at the like telemetry, and I'm on the same part of the track with the same amount of throttle that I had been the previous 20 laps. So I don't know why it decided to kick me out there. Still finished P2, which is probably where I would have finished anyways. I probably would have been in this.
I was hoping you were going to tell me that you changed your brake bias, because that's what I said happened.
I did do it later in
Because
the
every
race.
other time
but-
you're like, let's move this brake bias back 10 points.
No, I mean, I did
And
tell
that'll-
Fenn that my spin was going to be caused by me being a little happy on the throttle at one point. I got the corner wrong, but that's probably what happened. I bet if I look at it and overlay it to the previous lap, which I haven't done yet, but I just looked at it side by side, that I'm probably a little bit higher in the revs.
You also
a
clipped the
little bit
grass.
harder. Oh, did I?
Yeah,
See, I didn't feel the.
Yeah, you clipped the grass
didn't
just a
feel the
little
grass.
bit, and I think it was just enough
just
to unsettle
enough.
it. Yeah.
Okay, well that's unfortunate, but I don't think. I mean, that was on what lap 27, 26. Was I really going to keep Nicholas Maynard behind me for another 30 laps? With
I don't
him
know.
behind
You're,
me?
you're doing a
I
good
think
job.
so. You're doing a great job.
I was driving like a real prick.
What happened to
I
Nicholas
mean-
Maynard at the end? We're gonna drag everyone in. I don't got time for
So-
individual interviews. Hold on.
I think they were all, and let me confirm this. Nate, Nicholas, were you guys fuel saving there at the end? Maynard, I'm assuming you were tight on fuel those last couple laps, or were you just bringing the car home?
No, I was extremely tight on incident points. I only had one to spare.
Okay.
Ah.
I used the rest of mine. When you were going slow, I was like, well, time to burn the rest of mine. And I got like 4 off tracks in the last 3 laps. Just like,
Yeah.
he's driving
No, I
real
was-
tight. I'm going to see if I can get
I
to
was
him.
I was chasing I was trying to get a 31.9 there for a minute, and then I was like, oh gosh, I'm at 17 incident points. Let's not do something dumb.
Well, because I ran the I ran a 32.028, and I was like, damn, I need 4,000s to get him. And then you came in the next lap and ran the 2.4. Maybe you were at a 2.6 and then ran a 2.4. And I was like, God, he's still pushing this hard. And then all of a
'cause
sudden
you
it was
were
a
pushing
34
hard, and I was
one.
like, no.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get to you. I was ready to turn you to win this race. I was going to risk it all.
That was awesome. That was fun. I hated seeing that, man. Like, I forget who was on the stream, but man, when I saw you spin, I was like, that absolutely sucks because
The booth
that was
has
fun.
confirmed that I did touch the grass. I did
Yeah.
not feel the grass from the cockpit. It just felt like all of a sudden it let loose.
I saw it
Kevin
kick up.
I just watched it. Looked like you started a spin and then touched the grass. So
Mm.
you probably would have saved it had you not hit the grass.
Interesting. Because we were, I mean, Maynard and I were hanging it out there all night up to that point.
I was
We were
hoping you
running
guys
a
would
little
burn
li-
your tires off.
I was at 203 on my front right when I pit the first time. I was
at 67% on my right front at the pit.
Yep. I pitted. I think I was at 72, and I was, what, 10 laps earlier? I was cooking that thing. But yeah, no, it was a fun race. I got to lead for a little bit, and this is how I'm retiring the McLaren probably from my OMEC career for now until they patch it and make it better.
Say, you have had quite the relationship with that car.
Since season 8,
You
6
could say it,
seasons.
they've gone round and round with each other.
Yeah, we've been backwards a few times together. We've seen each other's butts a couple times. So it's like
Butts.
So are the broadcasters going to ask any questions, or is P2 just going to run the interviews tonight?
I mean,
I don't know. You haven't stopped talking.
yeah, I
yet
would
for
say
anyone to say anything.
I haven't shut you up yet. And also, you say this like you weren't in the broadcast booth for a season or two. So like,
Also, I have no other questions. You guys did great. Landon Orr killed someone. Nate Sides tried to kill Landon Orr.
Landon
Kevin
turned
Hayes-
in on me. I watched
Kevin
it.
All right.
Kevin Hayes killed himself, and Nicholas Maynard won the race.
Yeah,
I did the
did on
Kevin
me,
special.
because I was
10
already
second
turning.
recap.
the question I have for all of you is, what cars are you changing to? Because it seems like a lot of you are moving to different cars.
Hey, Ferrari, man. Love it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
The Aston kind of grew on me toward either the Aston or the Merc. Those are my two favorite, I think.
Okay.
So
I'm staying for the Ferrari just for this livery alone. I'm literally watching the replay right now, and I've seen this livery for years, and it's still sexy as hell.
Seeing as I have a propensity for crashing, I'm leaning towards the Mustang or the BMW. I think it just fits the caricature of the car.
Or the caricature of the driver that seems to keep on running into things, maybe.
Do we have a new GT3 this year, this season?
No.
Still coming. Isn't like the Lexus coming or something?
Not
There's
yet.
No.
Yeah.
I wish.
And I don't think I'll drive that thing. I don't like how long the nose is on it. I did drive the BMW. Well, to be fair, my only BMW experience has been at Talladega. But I liked it.
The only downside of the Mustang is seeing out of the front window because the front banner is so low.
The
Oh,
Beamer
right.
doesn't look great either, but I'll get used
I
to
would
it.
say the Beamer looks way better than the Mustang does. I feel like I'm driving out of a
100%.
Nothing
tank.
looks worse than the Mustang.
100% looks better than the Mustang.
Okay,
Beamer's
I got
fine.
answers
It's pretty boring though.
out of everybody else. Nicholas Maynard, are you staying in the Lamborghini?
So we're debating. We might be showing up in a Mustang.
Ooh, all right. And is Dan Griffin going to be back next season?
I do believe we're 95% certain he will be back.
Marvelous. So that means I get to watch
We're
you
gonna
guys.
put y'all. We're gonna put you two in a pickup, and the rest of us in GT3s.
They'd still be faster. Those things are
And
faster
you'll
on the
probably
straights.
still-
Yeah.
He'll probably still win a few races.
Oh,
But I do get this does mean I get to watch Nicholas Maynard and Dan Griffin crash each other out in Daytona again. Not that we're going to Daytona next season, but like when we do, it'll be fun.
it's gonna happen at least once.
Oh, good. I'm looking forward to making that call again.
I mean, as is tradition, we'll at least be at Daytona for the shakedown, so they can wreck each other preseason.
Do we always go to Daytona for the shakedowns?
We've pretty much been
Yes,
at Daytona
we
or
do.
Oh,
Sebring
okay.
for most
Always
of the shakedowns.
All right.
I
Yeah.
love it.
I've definitely missed that hallmark, despite how long I've been here.
Final standings are up on the site, by the way.
Oh, sick. Let's go.
Locked in P4 because there's no way I pass an 8.
Let's go take a look at him. We got him available.
Bring it up, Fen.
I'm gonna bring
I
it
want to
up.
watch it live with you. I'm not even going to look at it.
All
I
right.
want to see it from you.
Let's see.
I'm heading out for the evening, but thank you very much this season, Marcus and Fen, for all the work you did.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And
Thanks
then
much.
we're gonna pop over to the points here for everyone at home. Let's go to the team. Well, we're at team standings, so we'll start with team standings since we're already here. Mystery Inc. is gonna come out the winner there.
Ooh, they pulled ahead last
One
week.
It only
is
took
12-29.
Dan Griffin quitting after week 4.
Yeah. to give them a chance. And 104 still comes up in P2 with Roland Chicane rounding out the podium for the team championship. Can we get them in here? They're still here. Let's get them in here.
They're still here. Pull Hayden and Holden
Yeah.
in here.
Zachary Holden, Hayden Mamenga. Congrats on the P3 in the team championships.
We did it!
Hey, let's go. We did it.
We can spend the rest of the budget. What are we buying, Zach? We didn't account for this.
I didn't want
Someone
Tom
posted a podium. Someone posted
Hey.
a podium
Let's see
meme
what's the
of P3 just spraying the champagne on everybody.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll take it. Rolling chicane P3. I'll take it.
We showed up.
You
We
showed
were
up.
here
I would say
consistently.
balled out, but the ball was slowly rolled.
Hi,
Say,
Finn.
Hey guys,
hey.
That was fun.
Project Zoomies, B&B Bright Racing, rounding out the top 5 there.
I say Project Zoomies was here consistently, and you beat them.
Yeah. Well,
True. Yeah.
So
I think the big thing I would say is the difference from the broadcasting point of view is I know both Zachary Holden and Hayden Mamenga finished all the races that they went into. I don't know that's
Yes.
fully the
The way to
case
do it.
for Tyler Roberts. Patrick Henshaw's in the same boat as y'all as well. Tyler Roberts, I think, is the one that the unfortunate, detractor from those two. Otherwise, I think there would have been a much closer battle between you two for that bottom step.
Yeah.
All I know is I think all but one race I got to drive through, so we'll take that.
But you finished, which is the important part.
Yep.
All right. GT3. We'll start with AMS. Let's hit the refresh button because that's definitely not the right points. There we go. Tom Leeson. You are the winner
Tom
of the
Leeson won.
GT3 AM Division Championship.
Good job, Stop Tom. button on that.
And then
Thank you.
also on the
congratulations on your promotion.
podium is Zachary Holden and Hayden Mamenga.
Hey,
Okay.
good job, fellas.
And then
Yeah.
just
if I get promoted,
behind.
so does Zach and Hayden, right?
Only
Oh, good.
one of the three of you. Well, actually, all three of you would be in the top 5 or top 10 for pro. Anyway, never mind. Now,
Oh,
my
good.
metric I was going to use to make only Tom Leeson have to get promoted is not there. But as is tradition, I believe pretty largely the GT3M division leader tends to get promoted.
I look forward to battling the AMs with the pro tag on.
I was going to say. Well,
Luke Penley.
Well, Zach, you'll probably beat me next year. So
I was
next
going to
season-
say, I sure do hope some other people join this.
Yeah.
Was
Does that mean the lap person finishing last in pro gets demoted, or like the last time?
Are we
running?
relegating people?
I
Yeah,
think that'd be
we
Devin
will.
Adams in that point, and I don't think any amount of relegation will save whether or not he is going to be finishing a race or not.
I say, what about like full time runner? Is there relegation for that?
I don't
All I
think
know is
so.
at this rate I won't make it, so I don't have to worry.
Okay.
I'll be consistent with P2.
All right. Nicholas Maynard, you're going to win the GT3 Pro Division. Congrats to you as well. With Nick
Thank you,
Terrell
Bessie, thank you.
and Nate Sides rounding out that podium. Congrats, Nate. Kevin Hayes,
Thank you.
just shy of the mark in 4th, with Patrick Cantrell
Kevin,
in
fucking
5th.
Kevin.
I was 23 points back, just shy of the mark.
Just shy of the mark. I mean, given the gap between you and Patrick Cantrell, I would say, there's definitely
fair.
the opportunity there. So,
I'm not sure how I ended up with less incident points than Nick.
statistically staying.
Is that for the whole season or just it can't be the whole season?
Yes. Or it's the races that
Oh,
count
that's
towards
the
your
point.
points.
I thought that
Yeah.
was like incidents. I was like, there's no.
No,
way.
that's the safety points. The instant count is right next to it, the INC.
Yeah, they're right.
So, Patrick Cantrell rounding the top 5, and the rest of that roster there, all the way down to Mauricio Marquez Ramos. Heck of a season. All right, for the 4 AM drivers who we didn't talk to already, what cars are you guys moving cars? I know, Tom Leeson, you talked about it before the broadcast, but are you deciding on a new car outside of the Lamborghini?
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know. I think I'm going Merc.
Okay.
Mercedes.
Zach, what are we
AMGs.
running?
I think we're gonna try out the Mustang,
Okay.
just for the intimidation factor of the engine sound coming up behind people.
Can't wait to drive bricks. Sounds
Yeah.
fun. Tank driver.
They're so aerodynamic, and you can just see so well.
Yeah. It'd be like a World War II tank commander.
Man.
All right.
Might be the team name next year.
Well, one
Sherman
of y'all
Squad.
should race, and the other one should sit on the hood view so you can direct.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
odd directions.
Yup.
Calls out. Yep.
Anytime somebody gets close, I gotta go away.
All right. Tom Leeson, you're going to Mustang as well, right?
I'm going Mercedes.
Oh, Mercedes,
for
excuse
sure.
me. All right. Fantastic. I'm excited. I always love the Mercedes. That's the GT3 I started on, so I have a soft spot for it.
I got a quick question. When does the next season start?
Tomorrow.
Jesus Christ.
Be ready.
Shit.
What is the Kevin Hayes?
Unfortunately, next season is all night races, so
Yeah,
no.
tomorrow it's
No.
Sebring, and
We
it's going to be
have all
downpouring
night
for
races.
3
All,
hours.
all night, all
Tom-
raining.
I'd like all of you to know, and the broadcast, I have been given the reins to set up the weather, so we'll not have 4 weeks of night races and endurances.
thank
God.
God.
I can promise at least one of them will be some hefty rain.
That's okay. I can do one hefty rain.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's
I would also like
yeah.
to point out on a side note, guys, if you do want to start season 14 early, GT3s at Michigan starts in 5 minutes.
Oh yeah,
If anyone wants to come run some ovals with me,
I'll do that.
I'm already in the session.
Let me join.
I don't
All
even
right.
think
I might not be in the same session. I don't know what your I rating is, but
I'm
All right. As
Okay.
for the broadcast, I'm dipping out.
Yes.
Fen,
I think we're gonna wrap up the broadcast.
unless you have
here.
anything else to say to these fine gentlemen.
Not particularly in terms of the broadcast. Once again, thank you all very much for watching, those of you on the stream side of things. Thank you all for your participation on the driver's side as well. It's been a fantastic season. I think we're starting the next season soon. I'm assuming keep an eye out on them for the announcements of it. It'll happen, I imagine, very soon. And then we'll be back here Tuesday nights, probably, early April?
Yeah, probably. I think we usually take a couple weeks off. I
That's
don't know.
perfect because I'm going to be
You
gone.
think I would know? But
I think
whatever.
I would like. I mean, somebody's got to know. It's
You know.
nobody here in the booth with us, so.
My last name is not on here. I don't know.
Marcus,
Well,
not
you dictate
Osborne.
everything, so
So,
Marcus,
never
Marcus,
wrong.
not Osborne.
not Osborne.
Goodbye, everyone.
Good night, Marcus.
Good night.
All right, we're gonna end off the broadcast here. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all for joining me in the broadcast booth at the end of the season, you drivers, and then we'll see you all soon.
See you
Thanks,
then.
thanks for running
Yeah.
the broadcast, Fen.
Thank you all
Absolutely,
for
Thanks
watching.
all for
Broadcasting.
And thank you
It's-
for broadcasting, Vin.
more than happy to. It's been a blast. That's one of my favorite things to do on Tuesday nights. So, I love it. All right, bye, broadcast.